Hey, welcome to another episode of geekoutdoors.com. So YouTube just recently made a video talking about their most recent update where the YouTube dislike count will no longer be able to show publicly. So right now it is still available. So it's kind of ironic that on this video they have a lot of dislikes. So right now they currently have 10,000 likes or 10K likes and then 59,000 dislikes. And so that's really funny in and of itself. But getting into why YouTube is doing this. And so they say throughout their experiments, looking at millions of videos, millions of channels, they're saying removing the public dislike count meter will actually help protect creators. So in this case, they're trying to help creators be protected from groups or bots that are trying to really damage their channel, or the actual emotional impact that this could have on some creators. And even though those things are valid, I have my own thoughts on that. Now, before I get into that, let me show you how currently YouTube still allows you to see your dislikes on your video. So if you actually go to your YouTube studio, you go to the video you want to see, you go here to your likes versus dislikes, and right now it only shows how many likes. So before it shows how many likes and how many dislikes. But if you put your mouse over it or your cursor, it will show you how many likes and dislikes. So that's probably the easiest way, but it's not really apparent. And then another way is if you actually go into the video itself, and then you go into your analytics, there's likes versus dislikes. And then if you go here to see more, you could also see how many likes and dislikes. So obviously the easiest way to see that is to just hover your mouse over it. That's really the easiest way. But I really like the old way in which you saw it right away without having to put your mouse over it. And I'm pretty sure in the future, they might get rid of this completely. So now let's get to my thoughts on this whole YouTube dislike count. Now, in one case, I understand why YouTube is doing this. Now, what they're saying is they want to protect the community, the creators, and I could definitely see a valid point there. But in another case, it's almost always going to be about protecting the best interest of the business first. Okay, because if this platform, like many other platforms, if they are unable to keep people here, the creators here, and most importantly, the advertisers, because that is how this particular platform makes money, and that's how many other platforms make money, then they won't have a business model. Okay, that's really the main reason I feel that they're doing this. And me being myself a digital marketer, I use Google Ads, and so I actually know how these ads are created on YouTube and other platforms like Facebook and Twitter and so forth. That is the biggest reason why a lot of these platforms do what they do, because they definitely have to protect the interests of the business, and I completely understand it. Now, on the other side of it is, whenever they're doing things like this, when they remove or skew your data, I don't think that's a good thing. I myself do not like this because of the fact that you as a creator do not really have an objective feedback. You have this really skewed feedback where it's only showing you likes or positives. It doesn't show you the whole story. And without that, you don't really know where you need to improve. Whether it's your video content, whether it's your thumbnails, whether it's personal reasons. There's so many reasons why people will leave a dislike versus a like. And by having both of those pieces of information, I really feel it allows you to be a better creator. And then another thing that this allows you to do is really become stronger. Because I really feel as a YouTube creator or just anybody doing something in a creative space or doing something that most people don't do, it's not easy. And if you really take away things that will help people become stronger and better, then whenever the real problem comes, you're not going to be as strong. You're actually going to be weaker, in my opinion. Because if I didn't have all these negative parts to my channel, I really wouldn't know where I need to improve. And it also weeds out a lot of the people that this might not be a good fit for them, because if you can't make it through these dislikes or haters and trolls, then you probably won't be able to do this for the long term. And once again, it might not be for you. And I think by doing this, I don't think it's going to be helpful for the vast majority of the creators out there. Even though YouTube is saying they want to protect creators, I don't think it's going to protect them that much in the long term. And if anything, it goes back to what I said earlier. It's really going to protect the interests of the business first. And once again, I do understand that part. But if you're going to say it's going to be there to actually help the creators themselves, I don't think it will. That's just my personal opinion. So if you actually had any thoughts on this, be sure to leave that in the comments area below. And if you did want to see this original video from the YouTube creators, I will leave a link in the description. And if you get bored, I'll also leave a link to the support page as well. So if you did have any more thoughts on this, where you like or dislike this, let me know, or even leave a like or dislike. And also, if you did want to see more of my YouTube tutorials and tips and just my entire YouTube journey, I do have an entire playlist. I'll leave that in the description area as well. So as always, if you did get value out of these videos, be sure to share, like, or dislike, and subscribe. And I'll see you on another video. For serious YouTubers, check out TubeBuddy, the premier tool used at geekoutdoors.com. Get more done today by checking out the affiliate link in the description area below.